background dim, you literally just jump over the cactus. That is the entire gimmick of the map. Nothing really special to say. It is 0 stars. The map is not that hard. There's no music to follow. You literally jump over the cactus. It is just that simple. This is too easy? I don't think this is too easy. Nobody's gonna double SS. Come on, guys. But yeah, you just jump over the cactus. There is actually accuracy involved, so it's not it's pretty hard to like tie score, I think, but it's gonna be really fun to watch, and that's the end of the map. We can move on to VL2 very shortly. It is Shika Noko 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 Koshitantan. 1 hour edition, guys. And don't worry, Esius did not actually play through the entire hour. He only played like 20 minutes, but we'll be skipping the replay. The majority of the replay. The gimmick for this map is you literally just play until one of the players fail, and the failing player is gonna be the losing player. As you can see, we are very quickly making it through this map. Yep, it is actually 1 hour. I did not lie to you guys. The first one to fail will be the loser, and the entire point is to test who is gonna hold on for long enough before they eventually rage quit. This is a rage quit. This is a map that tests your endurance. How long can you hold on until you rage quit? And thank you, Esius, for the 1.7k combo replay. I very much appreciate it. This map has like 40,000 combos, so it's not even 10%. No, I'm not falling for OWC. Oh, the replay's about to end because we skipped the most of the replay. I believe this is where Esius missed, and then he's gonna end like really soon. And yeah, obviously this map, I don't think it's gonna be very popular, but one gimmick for this map is you cannot ban it no matter what. So if this gets left over, and since the Mappool is structured in such a way that it will get left over if you go to tiebreaker, you have to pick it. But the only way to end this map is by failing. And you have to fail on purpose. You cannot like play sudden death or anything. This is free mod. You can go any mod you want, obviously. A lot of this tournament is free mod. It's about to end very soon. You guys, I want to see this getting fixed. I just want to see the endurance, you know. How long can you guys hold on? It's gonna be pretty fun to watch, I think. Yeah, that's the end of the replay. And now we're going to be moving on to VL3, which is Catch the Bananas. This might look like a very hard CTB map, but if you don't play anything, if you don't do anything, you'll still gain score. But the only way you can win is by catching as many bananas as humanly possible. That is the gimmick for this map. You have to catch as many bananas as you can. Thank you, Hynex, for the insane replay. I think Esius got 600k first try, and he's not a CTV player, so I think the average score would be like 500, 400k. This is a spinner Oni map, yes, and it is CTV. We are not going to do spinner Oni map in standard. I think that's a bit boring, but yeah. Hynex, a pretty good replay. He just got his second badge. A fun fact of the day. Hynex just got a second badge like yesterday or something, so great replay from him. I want to see how much score you guys are gonna get. 800k is obviously not feasible for you guys since you guys are not Catch the Beat players. I don't know if you guys are Catch the Beat players. Like, we'll never know, so it's gonna be fun to watch. It's oddly satisfying watching bananas be caught like this, you know. there's no punishment. You just have to catch as many bananas as you possibly can. Yeah, that's the end of VL3. We can move on to VL4 now. Okay, this is No C's replay, and the win condition for this map is highest combo. This is gonna be a drawing game, and this is not the drawing game you might expect. This is indeed drawing a Magikarp in Osu. Thank you, Nosi, for the SS replay. Appreciate it. This is very slow slider, but it's CS10, so testing your precision here. This is crazy. If you're playing on like a laptop, good luck, because you are not hitting any of this. You have to hit as much combo as you possibly can. And yeah, it's very short. The first 4 maps are quite short, actually. And yeah, we're gonna now move on to Pandora. Replay by Pandora. And the gimmick for this is whoever wins this map pick is gonna get to unban a map. They're gonna open Pandora's box. The gimmick, once again, is they're gonna get to unban a map that has been banned. So, if you really want to unban a map of your choice, you can gamble pick. But if you lose this map, your opponent is gonna get to unban as well. So, the winner will get to unban. But they also win 1 point. Thank you, Pandora, for the replay. He actually did not give me the replay, I just yoinked it. This is actually a Scorpion replay. I made up the score. 6 stars, not that hard, but here comes the dip spike. I think this is the main hard part in this map. It's not really that hard, to be honest. Low 6-star tech. There's just a bit of spacing here. But like, I think the nerves are gonna kick in because you're gonna get to a really big advantage trying to unban a map here. Yeah. And I think the map is pretty much over at this point. Pandora, just a couple more misses, and it's a very short map. But this is gonna be really exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to watch. It's gonna be really tense, I think. This map is not bannable. Both VL2 and VL5 is not bannable. So, you're gonna have to see. And yeah, that's the end of VL5. We can move on now to VL6, which is gonna be State of Mind. Replay by Tsuwagi. Slider Accuracy is the name of the game here. This map will be highest accuracy win condition. And Tsuwagi is the only one I know that knows how to play this map to a very high degree. He is cheesing every slider and somehow not dropping accuracy. So you guys need to watch this replay if you really want to learn how to play this map. It's very hard not to drop slider ends because the sliders are just so fast in this map. But this is one of the less interesting maps in the pool, I'd say, but it's still going to be very fun to watch. Again, this is, I think, 4 or 5 minutes of pure slider act. There's a couple of breaks for people to recover their act, but most of the act is going to come from the fast sliders in this map. There's nothing much to talk about here, but we'll be commentating over the div spikes, which is happening very soon. A very long build-up section here. Nothing much to talk about. Just your average Temanite song with a very long build-up. The 7 stars in this map comes from these div spikes, so we're about to see it now. Yeah, these sliders don't look too hard, but they are very hard to act. You can trust me on that. If you don't, like, aim your slider fast enough, you are dropping a slider end, or even a slider break. But once again, combo does not matter in this map, nor the score. It is only accuracy that we're talking about. It's a state of mind. I think this will be very intense. I think a lot of players are going to get really close accuracies. Yeah, now we go to another break section, which is relatively easy. Of course, it's very easy compared to the diff spikes. There are only 2 major spikes in this map, and the one where Suwaki missed on is coming up in due time. It's not going to be very soon. I'm very surprised this map is only AR9. I thought this was a lot higher, but I guess it is, in some sense, a reading map as well. Again, most of the mods, most of the maps so far have been free mod, except VL1. That will be no mod. And also VL3, the spinner map, that's also going to be no mod. But you can go Hard Rock or whatever mod you want on the Magic Heart map, the Pokemon one. And yeah, another very long break section. As we're about to head into the second dip spike and the actual 7-star part in this map. The spinner might actually matter. If you can spin 400... Oh, never mind. It's accuracy. I am actually so tired. Holy fuck. Jesus. Yeah. You need to get good accuracy on the slow part as well. That's like a part of the challenge. Because people might fall asleep on the slow part. Okay. Here's the hardest part in the map. Oh, that's a dumb miss. But the map actually starts now. Yeah, as you can see. Very fast sliders. And you just have to aim to the left, apparently. Siwagi's just making the sliders look easy. But nobody can hit that. I know, like, 3 people in the tournament that can act those sliders well. So good luck. This is a very hard map to act, and I doubt we'll see any hard rocks. As we head into the ending of this map, we can get prepared for VL7. There's nothing that much to talk about in this map, unfortunately. After those fast sliders. Yeah, thank you, Siwagi, for the replay. Okay. VL7. It's Lost Umbrella, the Corsace diff. And it's going to be Relax. That's going to be the mod, and the win condition will be highest accuracy. We wanted to put a Relax map in, and there was one pick that we settled on, but it turned out to be way too hard, so we changed the pick. And this is what we ended with. 7-star aim control. But unfortunately, you do not have to tap. This is only Relax. The map goes kind of crazy. It's such a banger, to be honest. That's why I pulled this. The song is so good. And it's gonna make a very entertaining match, I think, because the map is very long. There is many places where you can drop act, including this section, which I'm about to show later. It comes after this. Alright, here's the section I think most people are gonna drop back in. Which is after this, I think. Yeah, these cuts are brutal. They look a lot harder than they are. And the back and forth as well, very difficult. I'm expecting, I think 97 is a pretty good act on this. But if you are a relaxed player, you might do pretty well on this, I think. Is hidden required? No, it is relax free mod. You can go any mod you want, even hard rock. It is score v1, yeah, because score v2 does not work with relax. So it's gonna be score v1, but I don't think that's gonna matter since we're only looking at accuracy anyways. This part is, I think, the hardest part of the map. The stack reading. And yeah, as we approach the ending. Very interested to see your scores on this map. Okay, now we can move on to VL8, which is Fly of Beelzebub Terraria map here. And the win con for this is there's going to be 3 different classes you can pick. And each class will give you a different advantage or a disadvantage. I'm going to run you guys through the classes. So Melee is going to be the first class. And that will be no mod only. And there will not be any special... There will not be anything special to do with Melee. So... it's just no mod, and you're not going to get a score multiplier. And then there's ranged, which is hard rock only, or hidden hard rock. And by the way, you have to choose your class before you play the map. So ranged will give you a 1.5 times multiplier. So if you're good on hard rock, you should definitely pick this one. Ranged is going to be... So if you get like a 400k with hard rock, then you'll get like 600k with multiplier. And then mage is the class Ezius is currently playing. Mage is going to be every mod. It's going to be free mod. But then you have to try and maintain your combo. As you can see, Ezius is missing, but he's not missing because he's bad. He's missing on purpose. The gimmick for this is you have to keep your combo below 200, but then you will get a 2.5 times multiplier. So if you are able to get like 300k by keeping your combo below 200, you'll get a very big advantage. But once again, you have to keep your combo below 200. That is the main gimmick for Mage, and that is all 3 of the classes. There is no Summoner, unfortunately. There's only 3 classes to pick from. And yeah, VL8 is about to end. We can move on to VL9, which is vulnerabilities. And what vulnerabilities is, it's going to be whatever the mod you're weakest in ETX is going to be the mod you're going to have to play. So for example, if your ETX rating on hard rock is the highest, then you cannot play hard rock. If your ETX rating is the lowest on hidden, then you have to play hidden. And Ezius is a no mod player, but his weakest mod is hidden, so we're gonna get an Ezius hidden replay. If your lowest is DT, you play no mod. Actually, we've already decided the mods you have to play for you in advance. So we're gonna post the mods you have to play in the notes. We'll just show you. what mods you have to play. If your weakness is something that's not like a direct comparison, then we will decide your weakness for you. Since like I know most of these players anyways, I know what their weakness is. And yeah, the map is also very short. It's just a classic Fremont 2. And Ezius is kind of trolling. 300k? Ezius hidden is pretty good. And yeah, we can move on now to VL10. Which is going to be... Wow, you guessed it! Coconut Mall! Welcome back, Coconut Mall, to the Mappool. This is gonna be Coconut Mall. But this time there's something special. The win con for this map is you have to pick a mod that you haven't used during round of 16 if you played Coconut Mall. If you haven't played Coconut Mall in round of 16, then this doesn't apply to you. Yeah, Coconut Mall appears again as VL10, which is kind of massive. Who doesn't love Coconut Mall, you know? What a banger. Let's see if Avi Chan can get 600k with Hard Rock. Because he played Hidden. By the way, if you played no mod last weekend, then you can play any mod you want. Yeah, and Coconut Mall, another very short map. So we're about to head on to VL11. Yeah, VL11. It's gonna be Angel Falling, which is internet overdose, internet needy streamer overload song. And the win con for this is the random viewer in the Twitch chat during the match will decide the win con. And that can be anyone. But we will decide which that player is, and they can decide on anything they want. They can make the win con like everything except like whichever player like wins by default. As long as it's a valid win con, then we will allow it. A random viewer is gonna decide. And this map is also very gimmicky. It is really hard. Ezius's 200k is already pretty good. And yeah, you can see the back and forth stream there. The map, I think, gets a bit easier now, since there's no more back and forth streams. But there are still some tricky sliders that you might slide or break on, like this one. If you can combo the ending like Ezius, then you might get a pretty good score. Relatively. By the way, easy is also allowed on this map. So if you are confident in your reading and you don't want to play high CS, you can definitely go for that. And yeah, we can move on now to VL12. Found footage. And the gimmick for this map is, as you can see, Ezius's score, he got 968k and 99% AC. We're going to look at how many hundreds you got, how many free hundreds you got, the score and the accuracy and the miscount to see how many of the digits reappear the most. So for example, you got 999 combo and 99% AC. Then the digit will be 9, and whoever gets the higher of that digit will win. So for example, if you get like as if you get like the most 5s in your score, then it'll be 5 and you'll lose to 9. And the reason for this gimmick is number 37 is the most common number out of from 1 to 100. So that's why we decided to choose this. You're gonna try and get as many of the same number as possible. If you can't go for 9, you should go for 8. But I think going for 8 is actually harder than going for 9. But if both players go for 9, we'll decide by how many 9s both players got. So if one player got like 7 9s in one score, and the other player got like 6 9s, then we'll give the win to the 7 9s. That's a very short map as well. That's the end of VL12. And yeah, we can move on now to VL13. And by the way, Ray passcode is not the VL13. The gimmick for VL13 is you're going to get to pick any farm map that you want. And you will play with score v1. And whoever gets the most PP wins. You have to farm in match. You can also do maps that you already have a top play in if you don't want to farm. So you can just like get a worse score than your top player. Yeah, this is Ezius's replay. Even though like 4 people I know have the exact same ag and the exact same score. This is 500, guys. Yeah, Ray passcode is, I think, the most popular farm map in my friend circle right now, so that's why I decided to use this. But you can do any farm map you want. Both players have to screen share. They only get 1 chance. They only get 1 try on the farm map. Once they start streaming, the try counts. And it will be a screen share map. Just like the gimmicks. Once again, they only get 1 try. And the more PP you get is gonna be the winner. We'll do the RS. Or we could even do a PP counter. So I'm gonna be, for real, I am very interested to see who's gonna win the PPs. Again, you can pick any map you want. That's, I think, the fun of it. Last year, I also did a farming gimmick, but I just made the guy who won, like the guy who picked it, choose the map. But this time, it will be, you can choose whatever map you want. Yeah, this is just a Novant 1 as a replay. Thank you, Ezius, for the replay. Does it have to be ranked? As long as we can RS it, that means like, it can be unranked. As long as you can RS it. But, okay, you know what? I'm going to make up the rule now. It has to be ranked. Because I know there's a blue Zenith map that gives like 700 with like flashlight. And that's like kind of not fair. So, but yes, it does have to be ranked. And yeah. VL13 is about to end, guys. You guys are about to see the gimmicks, which I think all of you are waiting for. I don't understand how people farm this. I think I might just be bad at the game. Wow. That stream is kind of demon at the very end. And yeah, that's the end of Ray. And we can move on to Gimmick 1. Which is, of course, going to be Osu Music Quiz. I think a lot of people saw this coming. This is going to be the Gimmick 1. and I will be the spectator. Thank you, Waya, for the replay. But would it be funny if I told you guys I only got one right in this entire replay? Usually I play better than this. You can trust me. But that was kind of a flop session. Damn. We got a Nightcore remix in here. This is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be 10 points and any difficulty. Like 10, it'll be like 10 maps that you have to guess. From any year. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm kind of embarrassing myself. I usually do way better than this, guys. Come on. I'm serious. But yeah, this is gimmick 1. We're about to end, I think. I have no idea how many is 10 songs. Oh, let's start World War III. Hey guys. Hope you guys have fun in OMQ. This is going to be very interesting to watch. Yeah, I think this is the last one. So we're going to be moving on to Gimmick 2 very soon. Here we are. Gimmick 2. It's gonna be Tetris! Welcome to Tetrio, guys. I know someone who might be very happy with this. But yeah, this is Tetrio. It's gonna be first to 2, best of 3. And it's gonna be interesting to watch. Because I don't think there's a time limit. It's just gonna be who wins first. So if both players are bad at Tetris, then we might get to see a very long match. But if one player is insane at Tetris, they just dominate the lobby. So it's gonna be crazy to watch. As you can see, the crazy Tetris guy in question is indeed Waya in this replay. We had Tezzy and Waya do the replay. Yeah, it's best of 3 once again, so we're gonna start again. And yeah, second round. By the way, you do not need to make a Tetris account. You do not need to make a Tetrio account to play Tetrio. You can use an anonymous account. So it is all good. You do not need to log in or anything. You do need to log in Osu, but it is like a one-click process. It's very easy. So you need to log in Osu Music Quiz, I mean. Oh my god. Has he got some lines? That's crazy. Oh, why have this place? That's unfortunate. I do not know how to cast Tetris, guys. Trust me. I am horrible at this. Holy fuck. I just see lines go burr. Oh, Waya's building up. Never mind, he's back. Is he back? I have no idea if he's back or not. I think Tezzy might be doomed. Unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, he's saving himself. Can he do it? Oh, he placed. Oh, he put the L. Oh, it's over. I think it might be done. Jover. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of Gimmick 2. And I know you guys are all interested in one thing and one thing only. And I'm just going to let the map do the talking.
Can't get my mind out
Yeah, that's the end of the Mappool showcase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the matches.